Testing, testing, testing. That should be recording. Okay, well, I'm gonna my mirror because I'm vain. Anywho, just getting my backup audio. How is everyone doing? I have a gig. Let's see if I can play Rain without smacking into my camera. This has been a tough week. I think I said that in a little update vlog short thing that I didn't even edit recently. Let me just start over. Hey everyone, welcome to my vlog. Who watches these? It might be down to 1 now. If I send it to you, you're special. If you hear tapping, it's gonna be Rain that I'm tapping on. I finally got to shoot that vlog, and you know, I always expected that my face would be in it, or that I would play him while I shot that, but you know, I didn't, so that's how it is. That's how it is. It took me forever to set up today because I'm vain. I don't know why I'm shooting this way. I'm just shooting this way today, but it took me a while to set up because I wanted to get the camera at a good angle, and I, you know, have my tripod, and you know, I paid all this money for this little guy, and I wanted to actually use it for once. So the van got fixed. Okay, so for those of you who haven't seen the little updates that I posted last week, I think I posted them last week. Maybe not. Maybe I didn't talk about this. So back in November, a coworker of mine gave us his old van if we paid for the repairs. So basically it needed a new alternator, which was like $600. And then there was all these like title fees and stuff that we had to go through. You know, it was nice because I no longer have to take the bus for 2 hours on the way to work, and no longer have to take the bus 2 hours on the way home. And it, you know, it's funny, the timing, because it was ultimately more difficult to even get to work because they got rid of the only bus that goes down my street. So I'd have to walk a mile to get to the bus stop in the morning, and then another mile from that bus stop to work, and my body really can't handle that, which is really sad because, you know, I'm 34 and you would think I would be able to handle that, but I don't know. Maybe it's the scoliosis, maybe it's the knee pain I've had my entire life, maybe it's the hip pain I've had my entire life, or tailbone, I don't know. I don't have health insurance, and for the little bit of time that I did at my old job, it was way too expensive to go to the doctor, so you know, I was alive, and as long as I wasn't coughing up blood or it didn't have pink eye, I didn't go to the doctor when I did have health insurance because it was so expensive to even go to see them, let alone a specialist. A specialist was even more expensive, and I wasn't making enough money to spend on stuff like that, you know. I could barely buy groceries. And anyway, bleh, all that doesn't matter. So, you know, it was nice. Back to the beginning of the story. It was nice because, you know, with the van, Mom could take me to work and she'd pick me up, and it was great. And so it was running fine, and then mid-January the heater stopped working, and then, you know, we were driving over to Sam Ash because, I don't know, I was thinking of purchasing an amp to try to actually perform outdoors at parks or something. I don't know. This plan I had a long time ago. And, you know, I think I generally should have an amp just in case I do eventually play at venues. And, you know, if they don't have a sound system, it'd be great to have one that I can, you know, plug a microphone into and plug my little Rain into, and, you know, fidget with all the presets or whatever, etc. Start learning sound stuff, like I should. So, you know, I was shopping around for something portable and that would have both mic input and, you know, a normal XLR input, or not XLR, the quarter-inch, you know, the guitar one. So XLR is usually for the microphone. I was looking for amps, but as we were going there, it started like binging and going crazy, like crazy alarm in the car, you know, like bing, 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 bing. You know, the sound that usually happens when you leave your lights on or you leave your keys in the ignition, you know, that kind of sound. And I couldn't see, you know, from the passenger side what was going on. So, you know, we quickly run in, and I couldn't even like enjoy myself at the store because I was just starting to get anxious about what might be happening to the car, van, whatever. It's an old Dodge Caravan from 2005. So I was freaking out about that, and I was just, you know, way in the back of my mind, I was thinking, this probably means that I can't drive it anywhere. I mean, I can't get my license to drive it anywhere because it's not going to be drivable. And sure enough, the next morning, you know, I finally saw what the little alarm thing was because it started going bing randomly. And, you know, when we were accelerating, Mom was accelerating, it was overheating. So, you know, I tell one of the managers at work who's really experienced with all our little vans in the fleet, and he was like, okay, that's not good because it can make the motor explode. So I'm like, great. So I tell Mom, go home, park it in the shade, don't let it overheat. I don't know, I was thinking if she parked in the shade, maybe it would be easier for her to drive me, or, you know, pick me up in the afternoon without it overheating again. But then, you know, I decided against that, and I took a lift home, $20. The next day, or no, that night, I contacted a friend of mine who's a mechanic, and he was like, I could probably see it on Wednesday or Thursday. I was like, okay. I also contacted the mechanic that we use for the fleet at work, and he was like, I don't want you driving that thing, because it could be really bad. It could cause more damage. So I was like, okay. So he said you could have it towed, $60. And I'm thinking, okay, so I kind of have $60, but at the same time, I finally had flex room to start, you know, paying back my loans and, you know, paying back debt at this old job that I have a line of credit with. That, anyway, that's another story. So, I didn't know what to do. I just sat there and kind of started shutting down and thinking of all the plans I had about, you know, getting my license and then driving myself to open mics, or maybe having Mom go out with me if, you know, she was going to be okay with that. I don't know if she would get tired or if she would just be miserable and lonely while I was, you know, doing my thing. I don't know. You know, I never got out to open mics because they just seemed like bad timing. You know, I come home from work, I'm super tired, and they're like, oh, we start at 9. And I'm like, great. That's like just a couple hours before I gotta lay in bed for 2 hours and try to sleep. So, you know, because it takes me like 2 hours to fall asleep. And I've been trying hard to make it to work and not have migraines and not be sick all the time. And it's just been too much, I guess, to think about. So I was just putting it on the back burner, and then this happened. So I guess in the back of my mind, I was like, well, at least we didn't try to drive it out to Clearwater, you know, because it's on the other side of the bay, where a lot of open mics are on the other side of the bay, in another county called Pinellas. So You know, I was glad that we didn't do that, because it probably would have caused more damage sooner. So anyway, Tuesday, I think I finally talked to my boss about getting it towed. You know, he was like, I don't have a tow guy who's cheaper than this guy. So I called the mechanic and I said, hey, let's get it towed. So Wednesday we tow it over, and I'm just panicking, thinking it could be really expensive. It could be more than the freaking van is worth. And while my boss is really gracious and he, you know, he loans out money without interest, and he says it's because of his Christian values, it's really kind and gracious to me. So, you know, I thought, I know he'd probably help me out if I asked him. At the same time, I was like, well, he already helped me out the first time, and maybe he doesn't seem to think it would be worth it to do it all over again. So, you know, but I didn't know what to do. I knew it would take too long to shop for another affordable vehicle that would be worth it. And I was petrified about having to take the bus again, because it meant leaving early every single day, especially Fridays, because of the stupid bus route that they got rid of. And it meant paying $20 for a lift every morning just to get to work. And, you know, I'm overestimating, because sometimes it's like 14 bucks, and then sometimes it's, you know, premium pricing or whatever they call it with Lyft, and that it's like $21 or $24. So it's like luck of the draw. And back when, you know, I used to take the bus, and then I saw it was raining, it was 6 a.m. when I would wake up, and I would, you know, plan and just get one later on, and I would get it at the price that it was at 6 a.m. so it was a little bit better. But, you know, I have been used to getting up at a more decent hour, I guess 8, and it works better with the way my mind is, and 8 is just easier for me to wake up. And, you know, because I fall asleep at 2 in the morning, and then I get my 6 hours of sleep, which is all I really need, etc., etc. It doesn't matter. I don't know if this matters. The point is, I didn't want to wake up at 6 a.m. just to get a lift, when that's usually the only time I get to sleep. So, you know, when I have insomnia, I'm usually falling asleep at 4 or 5 in the morning. So, you know, I didn't really want to set an alarm for 6 a.m. just to save like $3 or $4. I'm gonna try to get comfortable, and I don't think I can do that with rain in my lap. Please don't fall, rain. Alright, I'm also gonna try to not kick this thing over. Okay. Alright, that's a little better for me. I don't know if it's better for you guys. I didn't want to deal with that again. I have this stray here that's driving me nuts, so I'm just gonna rip it out. I feel ridiculous. Why am I doing this? Why do I talk to a camera? No one watches me. Maybe people will in the future. Back to reality, I guess. Anyway, back to YouTube. Hi, YouTube. How you doing, YouTube? I don't know how much of me in the frame either, so. What was I thinking? Yeah, I don't know where the mic is on this little guy. I think it's right here. Okay, so Wednesday, the mechanic calls me that evening or afternoon. Yeah, because I was still at work. It was afternoon. And he tells me, you know, it's really in really bad shape. It's gonna be $900 something to fix everything. I think it came out to $995 or something. So I'm thinking, you know, that. Sorry guys, my batteries died, and now this thing is wrong. my battery's died, so I'm just gonna finish off with my phone. This thing is hopefully, oh dang it. This thing is not recording. So anyway, I'm sorry it looks weird. This is gonna hurt my arm. Wish I could tape it to the camera. You know? Maybe I can do this. I'll just put it right there. On this thing right here. Alright, so, I mean, I guess I could still use the tripod, right? So, my battery, my original battery, died, and then my spare battery overheated, so, wonderful! Alright, so the rest is on my phone. Alright, so it was Wednesday. The Canada calls, it's $900 something dollars, $1,000. We'll just say it's $1,000. So I still owed my boss $500 or so. Basically, I'm in the hole again. But, you know, I had planned to, you know, try to save money and pay back all these student loans and all this stuff. And, you know, purchase a better vehicle after I learn how to drive, you know, just so I could go to open mics and share my music. And at this point, I don't really care if I make money or not. Well, let me just make sure this thing's clean. You know, as much as it would be cool to be a full-time musician, I probably can't be. I don't know how talented I am. That's something that I'll probably always struggle with because self-esteem issues or whatever. I don't know. I just felt all my hopes and dreams like starting to fall apart again. And I have a particular friend who usually, you know, kind of calms me down and gives me like perspective and helps me to just remember, you know, like you can't worry about things that are out of your control. You can only do what you can do today, and that's what matters and stuff. But they've been really busy lately, so as much as I tell myself that, it just, I don't know, it doesn't have the same impact. I just feel alone because that friend usually pulls me out of fire, my own fire. So, now I'm teary-eyed. There was a post on Facebook that, I don't know, I fell apart and I got personal on it. And it's for this musician group, and now I feel embarrassed. I don't know, I feel like I shouldn't even be there because it's like for professional musicians, and I can't even really aspire to be a musician because, you know, I can only play for my bedroom. Hi, bedroom. And YouTube. You know, hi, YouTube. You guys, whoever listens to this. Hi, YouTube. Listen to my music. It's been a hard week. But nonetheless, somehow there was a post from a guy. I think his name is Chris. It's like X-I-S. He said in the post, you know, that he was looking for female singer-songwriters. Well, I'm a singer-songwriter. I'm a female. So I responded and I said, I'm interested. And, you know, he said it was this place, Clearwater. And I thought, why am I saying anything to this person? I can't get there. But, you know, on a whim, you know, it was paid. And I thought maybe, you know, maybe I can pay for a lift. And, you know, I'd just use the money that I would get from the gig to get there and back. But it turns out it's $50 just to get there. And that's how much I would make. So I was like, maybe I'll pay a friend. I'll pay a friend $50. And maybe a friend will want to take me. you know, because then I can compensate for their time and their gas and stuff. So I threw out a request to a couple friends, and 3 or 4 of them said yes. The first one who said yes didn't say, you know, it was funny. She said, yes, of course, I can do that. What time, what day? And the guy was like, any day in March. Any Wednesday in March, because it's a Wednesday thing. So I was like, alright, any Wednesday in March. She was like, sure, just tell me. And then right after her, a longtime friend who I've known for, I think I've known her 10 years now. Or soon. So, 8 or 10 years? When did I meet her? Was it 2010 or 11? I think it was 2011 that I met this chick. Okay, so she's like, hey, I'll take you for free. And I've been thinking about you a lot. And I'm just like, oh, cool. And I'm like, oh, why did you respond like 2 minutes after? It was ironic. So I'm like, you know, you should go anyway. And then another friend of mine who I texted instead of Facebook message, actually an ex-coworker, and he's back in town. He was up north for some personal reasons. Anyway, he's back in town, and he was like, hey, yeah, I'll take you. You don't have to pay me. And then I think a third girl was like, she was like, yeah, I'll take you, and, you know, it doesn't have to be $50, you know, you can give me 35, whatever. Gas money. The miraculous thing to me was that I thought no one would help me, and then 4 people were like, yeah, of course. I've got a gig March 7th, and it's at a place called Beach Fire, and it's beach grill. It's like a beach bar and grill. Sorry. The name confuses me, even though it's really, really simple. I'll show you like a picture around here, or around here as something somewhere around my head, or right on my face, you know. I'll show you the logo, and all the info will be in the description, and the date, and I'm gonna make a Facebook event for me, myself, I guess, and I'm gonna try to make flyers, maybe. The more I talk to this, I don't know, why is it easier to talk to my phone than to my camera? Less details in my face, maybe? I need to practice, which is what I was originally gonna do, but then, you know, I was like, I have a tripod, and I have time, and I can't sleep because I was working all weekend, and I had a migraine most of the weekend, and it went away once I finally ate today. You know, I ate yesterday, and that didn't help, and I slept most of the day and ate. It didn't work. So then today I just laid in bed watching YouTube, and one of my drivers was like, hey, you know, like, do you need food? And I was like, you know, I can order a pizza, it's okay. So I ordered a pizza, even though he offered to bring me food. It's really nice of him. So, you know, I just, I don't know. I had some water, lots of water. Didn't help. Finally had a coffee. Go figure. Coffee helped. Caffeine always helps my migraines. So maybe it wasn't eating. Maybe it was actually the caffeine. Because now, like, I'm pain free. But it's 1 a.m. almost. And I'm going to take an allergy pill. And then practice. And then try to sleep. And then hopefully my friend who is usually really encouraging, like a rock in my life, please don't talk to me soon. I don't know why I'm so attached to this person. What was the other thing I wanted to say? Okay, so basically we have transportation again, and crisis averted, but my mind is still in shambles, and I'm doubting my musicianship and stuff, but, you know, practicing might help that. And I have a gig, so I have a reason to practice. And it's like $50, and then I also get like $25 tab at the bar, so maybe I'll get like food or a drink or something. Maybe lots and lots of water. I don't know, I'll pee a lot because when I get nervous, I pee. don't know if that's TMI. I might cut that out. Peace and love to all of you, as always, and thanks for watching, and yeah, thanks for watching. I'm going to either include a little video about my funding stuff, so, you know, if you guys help contribute, maybe I can get better transportation and rely on myself instead of the bus systems, or instead of, you know, Mom and her license. Maybe if I had like some sort of monthly contribution, I can pay that towards paying someone to teach me how to drive, you know, like directly, some professional driving school or something, and then I'll have a license and not be scared of learning wrong, or, you know, insurance being stupid or whatever. I don't know. I think of a million things. It keeps me from doing anything. I think too much. Anyway, it'll be a little video either at the end of this, or I'll link it somewhere around here in my head. I'll also add a link to my music playlist of all the songs I have uploaded to YouTube, and hopefully that list will grow, because it's up to like 8 songs right now, I think. Maybe less. But, you know, it's a lot of the new songs on my second album that I'm working on, self-produced or whatever you want to call it, I don't know. And called Shadowlands, and the title song I just made recently, and I think I'm planning for it to have like 12 tracks or a few surprises. Well, I don't know. I don't know what I'm planning. I'm not planning anything. I'm just, you know, trying to compile it and see which songs I already have that match the theme of my last couple of years of life, and then, you know, see what other songs have been been written that I haven't exposed to the outside world yet. There's a couple, like there's 2 or 3 that I wrote midsummer and that I have not shared at all, because after my gig in July, I just stopped touching my guitar. So I don't know why, except, you know, my umbrella term for that is depression. Yeah, but anyway, peace and love, like I said before. Somewhere around here you'll have links, or here, or right here, and etc. You guys have a good time, and my thoughts and prayers are out for everyone. Sorry, I'm cleaning my nails because I'm disgusting.